Good afternoon. Welcome back to field number 2 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex. Day number 2 of the 2025 season of the Florida Gulf Coast League. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you for joining us here for the final game of the day here on field 2. And this game features the Anna Maria Aquanauts taking on the Lakewood Ranch Rodeo. Knots won game 1 between these two teams yesterday by a final score of 4-1. Here is the starting lineup for head coach Bryn Baca and the Aquanauts. Leading things off is the designated player, Maddie Johnson, Karis Pierce. Shortstop batting second, Caroline Patterson. Catching batting third, Cassie McClellan. Center fielder batting fourth. Batting fifth is Jada Thomas, the right fielder. Extra hitter is Gracie Flores. She will bat sixth. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Gracie Scott. Skylar Young, third base, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Emily Borenson, the second baseman. And Anna Bowell, the left fielder, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Rodeo, an incoming freshman on her way to Bucknell, the righty, Avery Powers. This is Powers' first appearance in the circle for the Rodeo. Yesterday, Maggie Place went the first 4 innings before being replaced by Elena Roush. Defensively, for the Rodeo, Monaco in left, Penner in center, Shivert in right, Mercado at third, Taylor at short, Herbert at second, Armstrong at first with Jordan behind the plate catching Powers. DeLong and Ross are the DP and the extra hitter. First pitch is in there for a called strike, and we are underway. That pitch thrown to Maddie Johnson, who was 2 for 3 yesterday with a couple of RBIs. Had 2 singles and a 2 RBI single in the 4-run third inning, where the Knots scored all their runs. That was all they needed. That one's bunted, perfectly placed, and an infield single. Or Maddie Johnson gets things started for the Knots here in the first. 93 degrees at first pitch, sunny skies. The wind has picked up, blowing in here on field 2. Karis Pierce now batting. Pierce 1 for 3 yesterday with a run scored and an RBI. First pitch misses for ball 1. Speed threat with Johnson on first. Checker swing, she didn't go. The 2-0. Swing on and miss, 2-1. Swing and miss, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Powers out of Tampa, Florida, from Berkeley Prep, where she set the single game strikeout record with 22 strikeouts and had 226 single season strikeouts, setting school records. Counts out full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. I mentioned she's heading to Bucknell. Now the payoff. Popped up. Foul ground back behind home plate, and it will land on the press box. And do it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another 3-2. That one came in, and that hit her. Would have been ball 4 anyway, but hit by pitch. We'll send Pierce down to first. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for the Knots. Caroline Patterson, the reigning FGCL Player of the Year, stepping in. Patterson 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk. well hit to deep center field. That one's back and off the top of the wall. Rounding third and coming in to score is Johnson. Throw in is cut off, and that's an RBI double off the bat of Caroline Patterson, and the Knots have an early 1-0 lead. Pierce on third, Patterson on second, and Cassidy McClellan is the batter. First pitch just misses outside for ball one. McClellan 0 for 3 yesterday with an RBI and a run scored on a fielder's choice, and that ended up being the game-winning run knocked in by McClellan. A little further outside, 2 balls, no strikes. So far today, here on day number 2 of FGCL play on field 2, the Finns beat the Circus in 6 innings. Excuse me, that was a full game in 7. Finns over the Circus 9-2. There's a strike, 2-1. And then the Queens knocked off the Impact. That was in 6 innings, 8-0. On field 1, Sea-Cows beat the Pioneers 9-2. And then it was a slice over the Skeeters in 5 innings, 12-3. And currently underway over on field 1, the Rivermocks in the squeeze, which we'll keep you up to date on as that one continues. The 3-1. Hit the outside corner, and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Inside for ball 4. Now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Knots have already plated a run here in the first and are threatening to put up a big number here in the top of the first inning, with Jada Thomas, the right fielder, stepping in. Thomas had 1 plate appearance yesterday, is 0 for 1. First pitch misses for ball 1. Nowhere to put Thomas. Bases loaded, nobody out. Not trying to put up a crooked number here in the first inning. Soft liner caught by Herber at second for a big first out. We'll bring up the extra hitter, Gracie Flores. Flores 1 for 1 yesterday with a single and a run scored. First pitch off speed that drops a bit too low. 1-0. High and inside, 3 balls and no strikes on Flores. Again, nowhere to put her. Bases loaded now, 1 away. The 3-1. One that's going to get over the second base bag and through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. She's through as well. And a seeing eye single off the bat of Gracie Flores brings in 2. It's now 3-0 Knots. Pierce and Patterson score. Clellan to second. And Gracie Scott now the batter. The first pitch to her is outside for ball 1. Scott 0 for 3 yesterday. That one bounces away, and both runners will move up on the wild pitch. A little bit high, and once again Powers falls behind 3-0. That one gets over. 3-1. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, runners on second and third. Knott's already up 3-0, looking for more. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tips in the glove on the rise, and there's 2 gone. That'll bring up the third baseman, Skylar Young. She was 0 for 1 yesterday with a couple of walks. First pitch right in there. Now the 0-2. A little out. The 1-2 pitch. Right in there for a called strike 3, and back-to-back strikeouts wrap it up here in the first inning. But the Aquanauts jump on the board as they get 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left. They played a half inning. Aquanauts 3, Rodeo coming to bat. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Aquanauts with an early 3-0 lead over the Rodeo. For the Rodeo, or excuse me, the starting lineup for the Rodeo will look like this for their head coach, Allie Lindenham. Leading things off is the center fielder, Carly Pinner. Grace Taylor, the shortstop, will bat second. Randy DeLong, designated player, batting third. Millie Shivert. Right fielder, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Elena Ross, the extra hitter. Hope Jordan catching, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Sadie Armstrong, the first baseman. In yellow Monaco, left fielder, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Cash Herber, the second baseman. And Gabby Mercado, third baseman, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Aquanauts, the right-handed freshman out of Georgia Tech, Timber Harris. Saw Harris yesterday. She pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and she struck out 4 in the Aquanauts' 4-1 win over the Rodeo. First pitch comes in high for ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, Carly Pinner. Pinner was 1 for 2 with a run scored yesterday. A single, a walk, and a couple of stolen bases for Pinner. Takes the called strike, 1-1. Defensively, for the Knots, Ball in left, McClellan in center, Thomas in right. Young at third, Pierce at short, Borison at second, Scott at first with Patterson catching, Harris, Johnson and Flores, DP, and the extra hitter. I think you can probably hear in the microphone the wind has picked up here in the afternoon. That one slapped to short. Stop made. The throw is in time from Pierce for out number 1. That brings up the shortstop, Grace Taylor. Taylor 0 for 2 yesterday. First pitch is high for ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off day tomorrow for everyone, and we'll be back at it on Monday. The Aquanauts will take on the Slice over on Field 1 at 2:30 tomorrow, and the Rodeo will be here on Field 2 tomorrow at 2:30, taking on the Queens. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All 12 teams playing 2-game series to start off this regular season. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. And the first 4 series have all been won by the same team. They've all been 2-0. Rodeo trying to even this series up at 1 game apiece. It'll be the Squeeze trying to sweep the Rivermonks. That pitch missed low and inside, but it's just ball 3. Now the payoff pitch. That one's slow for ball 4 now. Taylor can take her base. So 1 out with the runner on first for the designated player, Randy DeLong. Taylor sending on first. DeLong yesterday was 0 for 3. First pitch just misses for ball 1. Called strike. They throw back to Taylor, but she's back in time at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update. They're going to the bottom of the 2nd over on field 1, and the Rivermonks have a 2-1 lead over the Squeeze. The Rivermonks also trying to get a split. One low and away for ball 4. Back-to-back walks after the leadoff ground out. The runners on first and second with 1 out for Lily Scheibert as the Rodeo tries to answer the 3 runs scored by the Knots in the top of the 1st inning. First pitch, that bunt is down, and it is going to be an infield single. Here comes the runner from third. She will come in to score. Grace Taylor with a hustle score on the infield single, and it's now 3-1. Aquanauts with the lead. An infield RBI single for Lily Scheibert. Now brings up Elena Ross. First pitch to her hits the outside corner for strike 1. Ross 0 for 3 yesterday. Too far out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball, that's going to fall for a base hit into right field. Rounding third and safe at home is DeLong. And back-to-back RBI singles by the Rodeo. Makes it now 3-2. So DeLong scores. Shivert moves to third, and Ross takes second on the throw. And we might have a shootout here in our final game on field number 2. Hope Jordan now the batter. Runners on second and third with 1 out. First pitch from Harris is a called strike. Jordan 0 for 2 yesterday with a couple of strikeouts. The 0-2 to Jordan. Inside. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got it with a rise, and there's 2 gone. Big bounce back strikeout there by Timber Harris. Now bring up the first baseman, Sadie Armstrong. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Armstrong did not appear yesterday. One-two pitch to Armstrong. Just misses. 2-2. That one comes in too high, and the count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 more runners in scoring position. The Rodeo have pulled back within 1 at 3-2 in a high-scoring first inning. And the payoff. Inside for ball 4. And now the bases are loaded with 2 away for the Rodeo for their 8th batter of the inning, after the Aquanauts sent 8 up in the top of the first. And Yellow Monaco is the batter. First pitch fouled away for strike 1. Monaco yesterday was 0 for 2. Reached on an error and grounded out. The 0-1. A little outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Too high. 2-1. That one hits the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch is high to the backstop. And now the runner caught too far off second, but she will get back in time. There's Ross. Just barely gets back. And the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Monaco slaps that one foul.
You got 3-2.
Another 3-2 on its way. Monaco takes it low for ball 4, and we're tied up at 3. Cash Herbert now the batter. Bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch is a called strike. Herbert 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk. Fouled away, 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that'll do it for the Rodeo here in the first. But Lakewood Ranch comes back to tie things up as they get 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. We played an inning, 3-3, Knots and Rodeo. This is the FGCL. 3-3, Aquanauts and Rodeos. We head to the second inning. Emily Bornson leading things off for the Aquanauts. First pitch is a little high for ball one. Bornson yesterday 0 for 2. One one. Popped up in foul ground, and it will fall foul down the first baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Off speed, drops a bit too far outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Called strike 3, hit the inside corner. Third straight strikeout by Powers. Second one looking, and there's one away. Elena Bell, first pitch to her. Grounded to to short. And that's going to be an E6. Allowing Bell to reach on the first error of the ball game. And the ball found the new girl there. As some defensive replacements for the Rodeo. Jordan is now your third baseman. Diaz at short. Taylor at second with Vasquez catching. And the Knots now have a runner on first with 1 out for Maddie Johnson. The first pitch to her misses for ball 1. Johnson singled and scored her first time. Runner goes. It's a ball. The throw is not going to be in time. But the runner is going to be called out for leaving early. The 2-1. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Foul back. Do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson, a freshman in 2025 at George Mason, and is in the transfer portal. Started 22 games for George Mason this past year. Batted .344 for George Mason. 22 of 64 with 7 RBIs, 2 homers, a triple, 3 doubles, and 16 runs scored at a 432 OBP. Now the payoff pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch. Line to first. That's caught by Armstrong for out number 3 to retire the side. Aquanauts not able to add to their run total, and we stay tied up at 3. The Knots, no runs, no hits. There's 1 error, nobody left. We move to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Still 3-3, Aquanauts and Rodeo. This is the FGCL. Three between the Knots and the Rodeo. We move to the bottom of the 2nd. Gabby Mercado will lead things off. 10-1-2 due up, and the first pitch outside for ball 1. Mercado yesterday was 0 for 3. Reached on error in the 2nd inning last. Excuse me, yesterday's game. Called strike, 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 is fouled away. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Mercado down on strikes, and there's 1 gone here in the 2nd. 3rd strikeout of the day, 2nd straight for Timber Harris. And we go back to the top of the order, and Carly Penner. She's 0 for 1, grounded out her first time. Penner, a junior in 2025 at Kent State, and has entered the transfer portal. Got a winner's Rockville, Ohio. For the Golden Flashes this past year, batted .205 with 16 RBIs, a triple, 7 doubles, and 25 runs scored. Go 2, low and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another one low and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Penner with a ground ball to short, collected by Pierce. Throws in time, and there's 2 away. So 2 outs, nobody on now for the shortstop, Grace Taylor. First pitch, thrown away for ball 1. Inside almost hitter, 2-0. Taylor, a freshman in 2025 at App State. She has entered the transfer portal. Originally from Downers Grove, Illinois. Swung on and missed. 2-1 the count. Call strike, 2-2. Payoff pitch. Popped up on the infield. Ranging over, sticking with it in the wind is Borison. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. The Rodeo go down in order here in the second. We've played 2, still 3-3 between the Knots and the Rodeo. This is the FGCL. 3-3 as we move to the top of the third inning. Karis Pierce leading things off for the Knots. 2-3-4. Facing Avery Powers. The first pitch is a called strike. A little more changes defensively for the Rodeo. Mercado back out at third. Herbert moves to short with Taylor at second. And DeLong now moves to first base on the infield. Comes in low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams scored 3 in the first inning, and both teams went 3 up and 3 down in the second. Pierce was hit by a pitch and scored in that first inning. Fouls this one away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pierce, a freshman in 2025 at USF. Got a 317 for the Bulls with 23 RBIs, 3 homers, a triple, 5 doubles, and 17 runs scored. Two-two pitch. A little bit outside. 3-2. Fouled away. Count remains 3-2. Another payoff pitch. That one slipped it to left. On the run in foul ground, but not able to come up with it is Monaco. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one slipped it to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding first and heading to second, sliding in safely. The leadoff double is Karis Pierce. She's on base for the second time today. Aquanauts have a runner in scoring position, but nobody out. Caroline Patterson stepping in. She had an RBI double and scored back in the first. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Patterson, a redshirt freshman at Georgia Tech in 2025. Called strike. Was 6 of 34 for a 176 average, 5 RBIs, a homer, and 5 runs scored for the Yellow Jackets this season. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two is a ground ball through for a base hit into left field. Rounding third is Pierce. The throw is in time to get her. A heck of a throw from the left fielder, Monaco. Patterson took second on the throw. We are going to review that one, so give me a moment. I am the review person. And the review is a confirmed that the runner was out at home. And that is the Aquanauts review. You only get one. Whether you're right or wrong, you get the one. So that was our first review here on field 2. First pitch is in there for misses for ball 1. Fly ball to deep center field, but underneath it to make the catch is Pinner. And there'll be no tag. So now 2 outs for the runner on second for the right fielder, Jada Thomas. Misses inside for ball 1. Thomas, an incoming freshman from Wesley Chapel, Florida, heading to Jacksonville. Just missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Fly ball, foul ground, right-hand side, and it will fall foul. Driver tried to track it down, out of reach. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. A little inside, 3 balls and a strike. 2 out, runner on second. Aquanauts had the go-ahead run thrown out the plate earlier in the inning. We remain tied at 3. Missed inside for ball 4, and taking off and stealing third on the pitch was Patterson. So runners now in the corners with 2 outs for Gracie Flores, the extra hitter. First pitch is a called strike. Flores had a 2 RBI single for first time up. Redshirt freshman at La Tech this past season. Fouls that one off. Scored 9 runs for La Tech this past year. Lines us to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Thomas rounds second, and is going to be thrown out at third. So the Knots take the lead here in the third, but make 2 outs on the base paths. So Flores gets an RBI single scoring Patterson, and Thomas is out at third. For the Knots here in the third inning, they get 1 run on 3 hits. There are no errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 4-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Four-three Aquanauts as we move to the bottom of the third inning. Randy DeLong leading things off. She walked and scored her first time. The first pitch is high for ball 1. The 1-0. This is inside, 2-0. DeLong in 2025, a freshman at Walter State Community College from Martin, Kentucky. At Walters this past year. That is .453. .59 RBIs, 12 homers, a triple, 9 doubles, and 37 runs scored. A .521 OBP for DeLong at Walters State this past season. And this is inside, and the 4-pitch walk starts off the inning for the Rodeos. They try to answer back after the Knots took the lead in the top of the third. So DeLong walks for the second time today. Willie Shivert now the batter and takes the first pitch for ball 1. Shivert, RBI single with a run scored in the first. It's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Shivert, a sophomore in 2025 at Delaware, and is in the transfer portal from Leesburg, Virginia. It's fouled back. 1-2. For the Blue Hens this year, she was 11 of 49, 224 the average, 6 RBIs with a homer, 2 doubles, and 6 runs scored. 2 pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two misses low and in, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That one's lined to first, and it's not caught. They'll throw to second to get the lead runner. Scott bobbled it a couple of times, had it fall, but DeLong was kind of caught in no man's land. So that's just a fielder's choice. Shivert reaches. And there's 1 out. Elena Ross takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Ross, an RBI single, her first time. That one bounces in and bounces away. Pitch moves Shivert to second. That one's grounded. It's going to stay fair down the third base line. The stop and the throw from Young is in time to get Ross. Runner moves to third. And there's 2 away. First pitch to Hope Jordan is fouled away for strike 1. Jordan struck out her first time. Ball is lifted to right. Charging in, making the catch is Thomas for out number 3 to retire the side. Rodeo gets a runner to third here in the 3rd inning, but can't get her in. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 3. It's 4-3 Aquanauts. This is the FTCL. We move to the fourth inning, 4-3. Aquanauts with the lead. Due up for the Knots here in the fourth. It'll be Scott Young and Borison against a new pitcher for the Rodeo. It's going to be the righty, Sadie Armstrong, replacing Avery Powers. Gracie Scott's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time. First pitch to her. Swung on and missed. Powers went 3 innings, gave up 6 hits and 4 runs that were all earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Was helped out by some big defensive plays behind her, as the Knots had a runner thrown out at both home and third last inning. Was only able to add the 1 run to take the 4-3 lead. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. A scoop by Diaz. In time for out number 1. Correction on that last one. Herber is who made the stop. Nice scoop play. Skylar Young now batting. Grounds this one to first, where it belongs. Will collect it, step on the bag, and there's 2 away. Brings up second baseman Emily Borison. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time. Armstrong, a freshman in 2025 at Longwood. From Portland, Maine. Pitched 3 innings for Longwood this past year. That one just missed, 1-1. In 3 innings, gave up 6 hits and 3 runs overall, earned 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Picked up a win. Called strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Facing Borison at the plate. Freshman at Indiana River State College and was in the transfer portal. Called strike 3, hit the inside corner. And Sadie Armstrong sits down the Knots in order here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-3 Knots. This is the FGCL. Move to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Aquanauts with a 4-3 lead over the Rodeo. Armstrong, Sadie Armstrong, leading things off here in the fourth for Lakewood Ranch. First pitch is a ball as several changes were made by the Aquanauts, including the pitcher. Now in the circle for Anna Maria, it is Cameron Ponish, a righty from North Florida. Armstrong fouls that one away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Replacing Timber Harris, who went 3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs all earned, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts after settling down after that first inning. Harris pitched a solid second and third innings, keeping the Rodeo at 3. Hard hit ball to the new second baseman, Flores. She'll throw to the new first baseman, Belair, and there's one gone. Here in the fourth. Also, Johnson now the shortstop for the Knots, and Schiller is the new center fielder. Mila Monaco now the batter. She had an RBI walk her first time. That bunt is popped up and it gets down. That one went right through the 5-hole there. The pitcher Ponich, so the E1 puts a runner on first. For the second baseman, Cash Herbert. First pitch to Herbert is high, and taking off and stealing second is Monaco. That one's fouled straight back. That one's lifted to shallow left, charging in to make the catch is Ball. Keeps the runner where she is, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up third baseman Gabby Mercado. She's 0 for 1. She struck out her first time. This pitch fouled away for strike 1. One misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mercado, freshman in the 2025 season at Seton Hall from Fairfield, Connecticut. That one's to the backstop. Wild pitch moves the runner to third. Ponich looks in, and the 2-2 fouled off. Here comes another 2-2 to the Seton Hall Pirate. Another foul ball. 2-2, high and away, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner on third. Rodeo trying to tie things up, if not more, here in the home half of the fourth. That's a fly ball to right. Underneath it to make the catch is Thomas, route number 3, to retire the side for the second straight inning. Rodeo can get a runner to third, but can't get her in. No runs on no hits. There's 1 error and 1 left. We played 4. It's 4-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Ten 1-2 due up for the Knots here in the 5th as they're trying to add to their 4-3 lead. Starting with Alina Bell. Reached on error her first time. First pitch misses for ball 1. More changes defensively for the Rodeo. Herbert now back over at short with Diaz at second. And Ross now at first. Ooh, that one's fouled off. Ball almost tried to take out the on-deck batter, Maddie Johnson. 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Called strike. That was full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Grounded to third. Shot made by Mercado. He throws in time. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order, and Maddie Johnson, designated player, 1 for 2. Single and scored in the first, lined out in the second. First pitch. One hop in the short. Nice play. Moving to her left. Snagging that one was Herbert.
And there's 2 away.
2 outs, nobody on now for Karis Pierce. The first pitch to her is in there for a strike. Pierce, 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored in the first, doubled in the third. Called strike, 0-2. Dropped in too low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Armstrong in relief for the second straight inning. Sits down the Aquanauts 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Top of the order due up for the Rodeo here in the home half of the 5th. It's 4-3 Aquanauts. First pitch is a called strike to Carly Pinner. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of groundouts. Facing Cameron Punish out now for her second inning of relief. The Aquanauts have stranded Rodeo base runners at third in the last 2 innings, holding on to the 4-3 lead. Nice pitch there. The off speed drops in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 comes in too high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two twos off speed, line to short, second, and a nice diving play by Flores at second to get the first out of the inning. One out now for Grace Taylor. 0 for 1 with a walk and a run score. First pitch to her went too far around on the check swing for strike 1. Just missed inside, 1-1. The 1-2 pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor will slow down the swing long enough to get a piece of that one. Stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A fly ball to left center. Ranging over the gap and dropping it is Schiller. And getting the second on the E8 is Grace Taylor. She had gotten over there. It was in time, was in position, and could not reel it in. The second error of the game puts another runner in scoring position for the Rodeo. Randy DeLong, who's been walked twice and scored once. First pitch misses for ball 1. Drops in too low, 2 balls and a strike. 1 out. So again, the tying run in scoring position for the Rodeo here in the home half of the 5th. Ground ball to second. Charging in is Flores, makes the underhand throw for out number 2. Taylor moves to third. There's now 2 away. Shivert steps in. Tying run again on third base for the Rodeo. First pitch is a called strike. Shivert 1 for 2, had an RBI single and scored in the first. Reached on a fielder's choice in the third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off speed, drops in with the change. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Comes another 1-2. It's high and snagged Patterson behind the plate to keep that one from going to the backstop and probably tying the game. Now the 2-2. Another one smothered by Patterson behind the plate. Count's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. And for the 3rd straight inning, the Rodeo had the tying run stranded on 3rd. Here in the 5th inning, no runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left. We played 5, 4-3 Aquanauts. This is the FGCL. Four, 3 Aquanauts as we move to the top of the 6th inning. Caroline Patterson leading things off. The first pitch misses outside for ball 1. Patterson 2 for 2 with a double, a single, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update over on field 1. They're going to the top of the 7th inning. Squeeze with a 3-2 lead over the River Moss. Which, if both these scores hold, swing and a miss, 2-2, which is certainly no guarantee. They're both 1-run games. And all 6 2-game series to start off the 2025 FGCL will be 2-game sweeps by one team over the other. Now the payoff pitch to Patterson. One hopper to short. The stop and the throw is wild. Patterson will round first and move towards second. And the E6 on the throw from Herbert. The second error of the ball game for the Rodeo. Puts a runner in a scoring position with nobody out. Herbert made a nice backhanded stop to get the ball, but then rushed the throw and sailed it. First pitch to Cassie McClellan is going to be another error. going to get through. But back-to-back E6s now puts runners on second and third with nobody out. Patterson on third, McClellan on second. Jada Thomas at the plate. She walked in the third, lined out in the first. That one's a ground ball through for a base hit with the infield in. One run will score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well. And that's a 2 RBI single by Jada Thomas. And the Aquanauts take the 6-3 lead. The Knots immediately take advantage of the 2 errors here in the 6th, plating both runs to add to the lead. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Gracie Flores. She's 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles and 3 RBIs. How's that one off? Big hit here could maybe salt this one away for Anna Maria. And just misses outside. The 2-1. Runner goes. The throw down is not going to be in time. Stolen base for Jada Thomas. Did not go on the swing. The count moves to 3-1 with a runner now on second and nobody out. That one is a wild pitch on ball 4, which will allow another runner to move. So, runners on the corners with nobody out. And Gracie Scott will now be the batter. This pitch is a called strike. Correction, that's McKenna Belair now batting. Belair came in as a defensive replacement a couple innings ago. Two now the count on Belair. That one's grounded foul.
Come on, go hard.
Do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners on the corners. Excuse me, runners on second and third. That one's grounded through for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. She will score as well. And that's a 2 RBI single for McKenna Belair. And the Knots have busted this one open. It's now 8-3. First pitch of Skylar Young is right back to the pitcher. She knocks it down. And they'll check to make sure that Armstrong is okay. She says that she is, but they're going to take a look to make sure. So now runner on second with one out for Emily Borenson. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch to her, swung on and missed. 4 strike 1. Hard hit ball to third, knocked down. Collected and thrown in time by Mercado. Runner moves to third. There's now 2 away. Bring up the left fielder, Elena Bell. 0 for 2, Rishon Air in the second, grounded out. In the fifth, takes the first pitch for a ball. Out of the Box Podcast scoreboard update is now a final over on field 1, and the Squeeze hold on to get the 3-2 win over the River Mocs. Take that series 2 games to none. One's in there for a strike, 2-2. Two. It is grounded foul. Into Bel Air standing on third base. 2-2. Load away, and the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Called strike 3. It hit the outside corner, and that'll do it for the Aquanauts here in the 6th. But it's a big 6th inning for the Knots, as they score 4 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 runner left on base. We move to the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-3, Aquanauts with the lead. New pitcher for the Aquanauts is Aquanauts. She comes in, the third pitcher of the ball game, replacing Cameron Ponich. Ponich went 2 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, and a strikeout. And the first pitch gets away for ball 1. New hitter for the Rodeo, Sierra Diaz. Getting her first at bat. He's up in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Also, Scott moves back out to first with Belair moving behind the plate for the Knots. Ground ball to second. Stop made by Flores. And make the throw for out number 1. Conaway got the win yesterday for the Knots in the circle. Went 3 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. It's a 2-hopper to second. Bobbled momentarily, but Flores was able to make the stop and the throw in time for the second out to get Hope Jordan. So back-to-back 4 threes. Velasquez. First pitch to Velasquez is in there for a called strike. Velasquez yesterday was 0 for 1 with a foul out. Her lone plate appearance. Two balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. 8-3 the score as we play here in the home half of the 6th. Going to get through for a base hit. Both Johnson and Young tried to make a diving stop at it, but it got through the 5-6 hole, and Ana Velasquez gets her first hit of the season, putting a runner on first with 2 outs for Daniela Monaco. She's 0 for 1, had an RBI walk in the first and reached on air in the 4th. First pitch, a called strike. Just outside, 1-1. slap foul. Fouled back into your living room. Another 1-2. Slap just fouled on the third baseline. Went too far around on a check swing for strike 3. And that'll do it for the Rodeo here in the 6th. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 6. It's 8-3. Aquanauts with the lead. This is the FGCL. Top of the order for the Knots. 8-3. Johnson fouls that one off on a bunt. 2-1. Defensive changes again for the Rodeo. Velasquez now playing third. Diaz at short and Taylor at second. That's a ground ball that's going to get through into right field. And
the second hit of the ball game for Matty Johnson.
Starts off the 7th inning. on and missed. Taking off is Johnson. She will steal second ahead of the tag.
There's Pierce at the plate.
2-1. Pierce lines this to right. The catch is made. And the throw will come in to keep the runner at second from Shivert.
And there's one away. Gracie Scott now the batter.
It's fouled off. Scott yesterday was 0 for 3 in the Knots win. Grounds this one to second. Stop made. Throws in time from Taylor, and there's 2 away.
Does move the runner to third.
Now with 2 outs.
Bring up Sydney Schiller. First pitch to the Texas Tech transfer is low for ball 1.
Say transfer, she's in the transfer portal from Texas Tech. Schiller yesterday was 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. That one bounces to the backstop, and coming in to score on the wild pitch is Maddie Johnson, and it's now 9-3 Aquanauts. The 3-0. Fouled away. Just missed for ball 4. Schiller will take the walk to bring up Jada Thomas. Thomas 1 for 2 on the day, had a 2 RBI single and scored in the 6th. Walk in the 3rd. It's a fly ball to deep right field, and that's going to slice foul into the corner. Thomas just foul again down the right field line. Another 0-2. Thomas again fouls this one, this time down to third base and left field line. Another 0-2. That one's low and inside. Taking off and stealing second is Schiller. Two high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball that's going to get through into left field. And never stopping and getting a hustle double out of it is Jada Thomas.
Schiller stayed at third. Now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs.
For Gracie Flores. First pitch to her is a ground ball to second. Pops up on the second baseman, but Taylor's able to hold on to it to make the throw for out number 3 and retire the side. The Knots add a run here in the 7th. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We move to the bottom of the 7th inning, the last chance for the Rodeo. It's 9-3 Aquanauts. This is CFTCL. Nine 3 Aquanauts as we head to the home half of the 7th and last chance for the Rodeo. Cash Herber leading things off. And it's Aiko Conway after her second inning of work. The first pitch to Herber is low and away for ball 1. Herber's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out. coming up on Monday. The Aquanauts will take on the Slice on field 1 at 2:30. And at 2:30 here on field 2, it'll be the Queens and the Rodeo. The action starts at 9:30 for a triple header on day number 3 on Monday. Green light on 3-0. It's now 3-1. Ground ball to second. Stop and the shovel pass by Flores for out number 1. We'll bring up Gabby Mercado. She's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch to her is fouled away for strike 1. Right in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll be a ball. Conaway slipped before she let go of that one, so held on to it. We'll reset now with a 2-2 count. Just missed, and the count's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff. Ground ball to deep short. It's stopped on the dive, but the throw's not going to be in time. Heck of a play there by Johnson to even be able to stop that ball, but no real chance to throw her out. An infield single for Mercado. Puts a runner on first with 1 away. For Carly Pinner, she's 0 for 3. Couple of ground outs and a line out. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Called strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, runner on first. Still lead it by 6. Rodeo trying to get something going here in the bottom half of the 7th, the last chance. Fly ball is going to fall for a base hit into center field. Carly Pinner on base for the first time today. Those runners now on first and second on back-to-back singles with 1 out. For Grace Taylor.
Taylor, 0 for 2. Walked and scored in the first, reached on error in the fifth.
Fouled the first pitch away for strike one. Fly ball to shallow center, excuse me. Schiller will come in to make the catch for out number 2.
And the Rodeo down to their final out.
Randy DeLong is the batter. 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. First pitch right in there for a called strike.
And the runner was back in time at first, and that allowed Mercado to take third. On the pickoff attempt.
Pinner goes. That's a ground ball to deep short. The backhand. The throw is not going to be in time.
Infield single for Randy DeLong. Mercado comes in to score, and it is now 9-4 Knots. First pitch to Willie Shivert fouls back for strike one. Shivert 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored in the first.
The 0-1. It's a ground ball to third. Stop made by Young. The throw is in time, and that will do it. Your final score, Aquanauts 9, Rodeo 4. For the Rodeo in the 7th, they get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left.
Thanks, Blue.
The Aquanauts, 9 runs on 10 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 4 runners on. For the Rodeo, 4 runs on 6 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 9 runners on base. Again, your final score, Aquanauts 9, Rodeo 4. With the win, the Aquanauts improved to 2-0, and the Rodeo falls to 0-2. That's going to wrap up our coverage here on day number 2 of the FGCL on Field 2. For everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Enjoy your off day tomorrow, and we will talk to you on Monday at 9:30. This is the FGCL. Good night from Bradenton.